Welcome to Invest. We talk about investing, finance, or professional development. As the current time of 8:52 a.m. on the Eastern Time, Ethereum could trade $3,240, up about 2.28% so far. Respect over crypto market and the equity market, we've been experiencing a relatively negative 2 days. And apologies again for me missing on the last 2 days. It's been just a rough couple of weeks so far in my life, in both work, just dealing with difficult people, politics, and working myself to the bones at the same time, traveling to go to conferences while I try to sustain my my level of sanity and confidence. It's just rough to me. So I with all of those emotional and just working myself to the bone, I reach a point of actually depletion of energy. And I feel like I hope I'm not depressed. I'm always as an entrepreneur try to be optimistic and just push forward, right? So I actually, in addition to working, I was not actually not working. I just couldn't make the videos that I promised you guys to be doing, but I was still posting on my Patreon. So hopefully that was helpful. So let's just dive into it. And apologies for rambling in the beginning. I don't want to waste your time. So with respect again on recording of 8:53 a.m. on the Eastern Time. So yesterday was a relatively negative day, right? The Feds came out with the minutes, and subsequently Jerome Powell spoke around like 2:30 p.m. on the Eastern Time, around the outlook of the interest rates going forward, right? So it seems like the minutes is a little bit more hawkish, right? Seems like the rates are gonna be higher than expected, raising from 25 basis point to 50 basis point, obviously to fight head on with the inflationary pressure. So with that negative affectation that drove a market to sell off from there, right? So Ethereum crashed down from the hovering level of 3417, which is again, it's not a real level. 3472 is the real level, right? And you were seeing that we were trying to get up to the next level of 3600 at bare minimum, but we couldn't. So we hit all the way down to 3150, which was the bounce. You could see clearly we bounced from there, and I think that was it. That was the rebound. Do we see more sell off? We could potentially do so, but you could see that we bounced from the 50 out of 70 exactly on the RSI, and at the same time we are curving down at the moment. So the death cross has been formed, driving this obviously sell off, right? So now I think we're back to depletion and coming back up again. So I think we will recuperate and continue the bullish momentum from there. So I'm not that worried about this. Sorry, I'm sick, so my voice is a little bit off. I think we are back to the continuation of the bullish trend. And I think it's being supported by the weekly jobless claims as well that came out this morning. The claim fell by 166,000 last week, which is the lowest level since 1968. So that's a good number. And also with respect to the recent numbers that came out, the decline of 5,000 from a week ago, it reflects the revision in the way Labor Department calculated the initial filing numbers last week. So positive affectation driven by obviously two previous 2 days of negativity, right? So Ethereum, I think the rebound is definitely happening. And respect to Bitcoin, I think it's similar affectation. We bounced from the 50, right, around 46. So I think the continuation of the bullish trend as we get above back up to the 44, which we are like $500 below it, will allow us to keep going back up. And I think this is something that we've seen in history, right? We see the W bottom like once, pounds twice, and now we're forming lower, higher lows as well. So I think the bullish momentum is sustainable. Ethereum. Ethereum is interesting. Ethereum Classic, sorry. We bounced from 44 out of 70, and the reason we did that is because the crash allowed us to get to the first level. So if you look at the video that I posted about 2 days ago, again, 2 days ago, I can't believe I missed 2 days, so apologies. We bounced from exactly that level, right? And you could see whatever gave up really, really fast come down just as fast, right? But it's sustainable right now. I think it is sustainable because of the death cross we form. So we kind of deplete the market cycle and then allow us to recuperate the momentum from there. And feel free to turn up the volume a little bit bigger. I know that I'm a little bit nasally today because of I think it's allergies combined with my cold. I don't know. Anyways, Dogecoin is being pumped up because of the Twitter acquisition by Elon Musk, and also at the same time the bullish pennant that we talked about, right? So it pumped up, but whatever goes up really really fast, come down just as fast, right? Remember the entire market was sold off yesterday, so that's why we drove down the way that we did, right? But this is really really funky. You can see that as we got there, we were at the 76 out of 70. So this happened like in like a day, which is crazy. But Dogecoin's kind of bearish because you need to kind of cool back down, cross down, and then allow us to continue the momentum from there on the RSI of 50 out of 70 at the moment. And then with respect to Cardano, just try to shift next one. Cardano, you can see that we have broken it. So I think next frame will be 102. So I think bouncing from there will very logical. At the 51 out of 70, we form a death cross already. So I think as we climb back down to 102 and then recuperate and bounce back up will be very logical. Solana was surging quite prominently recently, remember? So let me look at that on a daily chart. I think that will give us a better flavor. Yeah, so we bounced from the exact level. Again, if you look back at my video, you could tell that exactly that's the level we bounced from. Again, I'm not a wizard. It's just that technical tells the truth. But I think more sell-off is coming because of the death cross that we're about to form right now. You can see this right here, right? With the 53 out of 70. So I think ideally, would I be buying now? No, I think we are in the beginning of it. We might be bouncing from here, but we have a death cross, so that cancels it out. But it doesn't hurt to buy now and all the way down to $100. But I would prefer anywhere from 85 to below from here, to be honest with you. XRP is down about 1.5%. We're relatively depleted, so I like anywhere from 70 all the way to 69. So right now it's actually fair game at the 44 out of 70. Polkadot is down about 3.11%. We're bouncing right now, so yeah. So I think this is not terrible in terms of DCAing because that's a consolidated level. So Polkadot is actually a buy right now in terms of the momentum. Algorand's I would say comparably. Again, 75 to 67. So yeah, seems good. We basically come back to where we need to be. Shiba Inu is up about 2% at the moment right now. I like anywhere from 2100, 1400 to 900. Those are the frames I would buy at right now at the 48 out of 70. So it's alright. MacTag's up about 2%. We're basically giving up back and all of it that we have gained so far. But I like anywhere from 142 to 120. So we are at the cusp of it basically. AVAX is up about 2.31%. Man, I'm losing my voice. I like anywhere from basically 60 to 50. This doesn't look that like interesting to me. But we're bouncing from 80, which is exactly what we did. But buying at 71 all the way to 60 wouldn't be a terrible idea. But do you believe in this assets for a long term? If you do, then great. Terra, you can see that we are about to form a death cross. It's still very bearish. I think sell-off is going to be imminent, coming back to below 100 to 90. I think we're going to bounce from 90 all the way to 76 from here. But again, Luna, I think the good levels to DCA would be 62, 52 to 45 from here, based on the current setup. Alright, so sorry for posting again 2 days late, but appreciate you for continue to show support and be kind. And I also very appreciate the notes that you guys gave me. Thank you so much for being kind to me. And yeah, I'm in a funk, so it's tough to keep my heads up, but I have the village of people to support me, so I appreciate you. All right, have a good day and take care. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.